Please confirm that for me, please. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I think I've started it. Let me share the screen again and see. You can see my screen.
No, sir.
Don't worry, I've set it.
Okay, now
It should work now.
It's up.
All right, thank you. Okay, for some of us that have done introduction already, I'll just go straight to the point and introduce myself. All right, so my name is Silas Omale. I will be the first speaker for tonight, and the meeting will continue tomorrow. And the essence of bringing all of us together is for the same topic, preparing for what next after NYC. And just a brief introduction of myself before I go deep into the whole session. A business coach and a serial entrepreneur. I talk majorly on personal finance and growth, leadership, and as well, I'm a digital creator. I have an online store where I create digital products, and I'm a sales and digital marketing expert as well. I design majorly. Most people that met me online met me as a designer and a video editor. So tomorrow we'll be having a set of talks on this same topic, but my major work today is to talk on a very important topic which I will introduce to us shortly. But to interact a little bit before I go deep into the matter tonight. And the reason we are going this way and gradually this way is that before you join, I believe we all know that we are called into this place to equip us with skills and to give us opportunity on what we can do either when we are in NYC or after leaving NYC, and how to position ourselves for greater success after NYC. Are we together? All right. So for some of us that have passed out of NYC before, I want us to just share a little idea. I believe one or two ways. The answer we are going to get tonight is going to lead me to what I'm going to be discussing tonight. Now, when you pass out from NYC, I believe maybe one or two persons have asked you a simple question like, "What next after NYC?" Can we have response? Maybe if you are currently serving and you are maybe or you have passed out, you came across this, and the question they ask you is, what next after NYC? What was your response? Or if you are serving currently, what do you think would be your response? Are we together? Can you still hear my voice?
yes, you can hear you, sir.
Okay, so briefly, can we interact a little bit before we are closing exactly by 10? So, and that means I have just less than 20 minutes to round up my own session. So, can we just have a little conversation? So, if you have been asked, maybe when you are serving or immediately you pass out of NYC, you were asked, what next after service? I believe many of us have some answers in our mind. Many of us have other options like, but what was your answer, or what do you think will be your answer if you are currently serving?
No, I am not serving already. I am an exco. But the
Yes.
answer
So
will be
yes, continue.
you go to labor market.
All right, to go to labor market, that is to have. Can you differentiate between the labor market and the white collar job, or is it the same thing?
No, white collar job.
Yeah.
I think white collar job is like you have to be a civil servant, while labor market is to earn a business or a job, a private
Okay.
job. I mean,
All right. All right. Okay. So any other person can share before we go. Um, Sir Robert, Kehinde, James. Anybody can share before we go. All right, so let me just go straight to the point at this point so that we can manage our time. Now, whatsoever the answers might be, whatsoever you think the answers might be, the gap between what you hope for or what you think it should be, the fulfillment of that particular thing in your mind or your answer. Get the point now. The gap between what you said that you're going to do, or the gap between what is in your mind and the fulfillment of that thing, there is something in between, and that is where I'm going to be coming in tonight. Tomorrow, one of our experts is going to be dishing out a lot of values, and I don't want you to miss out. So, what is in between is called mindset. Are we together? Whether you want to build your business, whether you want to start your business, you want to create your own personal business, you want to work for somebody, you want a private sector to work with, or you want to work with a government, the difference between what has happened in between is called mindset. That is the difference between what has you have in mind or proposed in your mind and the fulfillment of that thing. What is differentiating the fulfillment of that thing is called mindset. And I'll dive into it quickly, and I'll be introducing us tonight into building a positive mindset for success. So whether you want to start your business, whether you want to work for anybody, there is what we call building a positive mindset for success. And many of us have been put under pressure from parents, from colleagues. People will be calling you now. You are done out of. You are already done with NYC, or you are about to finish your NYC. What is the next thing? Many people will start encouraging you. Some person will now say the next thing is to marry. Some people will now say the next thing is to find a job. But you see, for some of you that have maybe enjoyed 77 ones, or maybe you have been paid 33,000 naira and thereabout, you now notice that immediately you stop NYC, some of those allowance have stopped. Then you need to start building up your life again. If you didn't save at all during your NYC, that means you need to start from somewhere. And you see, whatever you are going to start, whatever it is that you have in mind or you have proposed in your mind, however it's going to come to pass, is built first on your mindset. And it's not just any other mindset, it is called positive mindset. I'm running up because of my time so that some of us can ask questions. So, can you still see my screen? Can you still
Yes.
see my screen? All right. So, what is there on the screen? Can you read it for me? Let me see.
Um, I'm seeing what next after NYSC by the
Oh,
child
no. We're
guardian.
supposed. Okay. My network is connected, so you're supposed to have seen the next slide by now. I don't know why you are not seeing the next slide. Okay, maybe my network is delaying, but you can see the next slide now. Supposed to be
Yeah.
uh
The power of mindset.
okay, thank you. The power of mindset, thank you. So, key elements to success. And I'll say that developing a positive mindset is essential for what achieving full success in life. Whether you are the one planning, whether you are you want to work for somebody, whether you want to build your business, whatsoever the plan is, there is what we call developing a positive mindset. What you tell yourself, what you think about yourself. So come to think about this, let's talk about mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is a particular setting you have given to your mind. Are we together? How you have set your mind. For some of you, if you believe that the only way you can succeed in your life is that your uncle somewhere should be the one to help you, is your mindset. For some of you, if you feel it is very hard for you to get a job, it is your mindset. For some of you, if you feel like you cannot do this until somebody push you, it's still your mindset. For some of us, we have privilege of learning certain skills, but we felt those skills are hard. It is still our mindset. Like I said, however we have set our mind becomes our mindset, and it affects the success we see in life. It shapes how we perceive challenges and interact with opportunities. And by embracing positivity, like I always said, we can enhance our resilience, creativity, and even overall well-being. However, our life is going to turn to is based on how we see life. How do you see life? So, key element to building a powerful mindset or a positive mindset is to check your self-belief. What do you believe? Are we together? How did you attend to issues around you? Did you complain or did you show gratitude? And you see, if we can't check the success we have achieved, there is no way we can go ahead. There is no way we can proceed from where we are. For some of you that have just entered into NYC and you are listening to me now, maybe you felt you have a long month and let's say a year in NYC and you feel like, okay, 77,000 I can be collecting for a while. I'm trying to tell you that it is for just a few months. Before you know, you are done out of NYC. I could remember maybe last 2 years ago or so, one of my friend, maybe last year, one of my friend happened to be in NYC. Like she went to camp, and we were like, oh, congratulations, you have gone to camp and the rest. Before we knew, I saw another post like congratulations and passing out, like passing out of NYC. I was like, this thing is so fast. If you can testify, for some of you in NYC now, currently, those phone that just joined, you notice that your what is it called now? The dashboard is reading 3 months or 2 months already. For the batch A2 that just left camp, I just left camp because it's not quite long. Your dashboard is reading 3 months also now. So you need to start planning ahead of what you will do, what will happen after NYC. So my major topic is not to go into the whole topic because a lot of valuable people are going to be talking to us tomorrow. So my own focus tonight is the power of mindset, building a powerful and a positive mindset towards having success in life. Are we together? Showing gratitude to every wins that you have in life and a growth-oriented attitude, like I always said, emphasizing this trait that I just listed will lead you to a brighter future. If you have no balances, even as I'm talking to you now, if your mindset is structured into let him just talk so that we'll go, you can't succeed. Forget about it. In fact, even if you are looking for a job, the way you appear in the office is about your mindset. The way you dress is tied to your mindset. The way you talk is tied to your mindset. Are we together? So everything we are saying here is tied to how you have set your mind. Let me go to the next slide so that we'll push up. Your mindset shapes your future. Your mindset determines your reality. Whatever is going to happen to you. I used to tell people, many people will be like, my future is bright in my destiny, and all those kind of talk that, okay, very soon it will be better in my future, in my destiny. Can I tell you something? For how long, okay, for some of you that have been saying that thing for 10 years ago, maybe when you are maybe when you are 14 years, they ask you, for example, they say, look, man, what do you want to be in the future? You say, my future is this, my future is that. Now, when is your future? I want to tell you that your future, you always mention, is not that your future is going to be a red color. It's not that when you wake up tomorrow, your future will become a green color. No, you are living in your future. Some of you are already living well in your future. It is what you do with your current time now, what you are doing with your time now, that is going to determine whether that future is going to be bright or whether that future is not going to be bright. Not that your future somewhere is going to be looking like green or red, or maybe when you now enter July, which month are we entering now? When you now enter September, and I say, this is September, this is now my destiny. No, you are living in your destiny. And however your life is turning to now, whatever you are facing now is what? By the decision you have taken previous times ago. And those decisions were influenced by what? Your mindset. So your mindset is going to determine your reality. I know that I knew many of you came into the group because you were told that you can come and learn skills. You were told that you can come and do one or two things. Those things were not lie. But you see, on what mindset do you want to build these skills? If you don't say, okay, let's do these skills. Let's talk on social media marketing. Let's talk on copywriting. Let's talk on graphic design. Let's talk on any other skill you can mention of. If your mindset is not set right, you cannot what understand that skill. Even if you manage to understand that skill, there is what we call monetization of the skill or monetization of the knowledge gotten. You cannot do it because what your mindset is set wrong. Are we together? So if you are here, you feel like what you are listening to is a waste of time. That is a wrong mindset. That is what we are talking about. You need to start building positive mindset. When you see this business and somebody is calling you, let's do this business together. Instead of you to have a negative, what is it called now? A negative thought about it. Why not look at the positive side of what the person is sharing with you? Why not look at the positive side? Okay, please, for some of you that can still minimize to go on WhatsApp, please help those that cannot join. Maybe you help them share the link again or something like that. I don't want to be minimizing this so that my screen will not go off. All right. So that is that. This is the powerful idea, and it reminds us that we should cultivate a positive mindset, which is very essential for achieving our goals and our dreams. Time will not permit. Maybe I'll share one of my book with us that talks about achieving goals. Let's quickly run because of my time. I believe I'm talking too much. Can we still see my screen? What's the next thing on your slide, on your screen now? Because I've changed the slide now.
The power of mindset.
Okay, I think we are seeing a very I don't know what to do now. Okay, now the power of mindset you are seeing. Are you seeing other slide at the right hand side? Is it right now? Be left. Other multiple slide. I see
Yes, I'm
something
seeing.
like that. Kai, no, I need to change this slide. I need to change something. It's not supposed to be appearing like that. It's not supposed to be appearing like that. What
Be
can I do
comfortable.
after here? Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming now. Let me see from here. It's not supposed to be appearing like that. Kai, I pink a wrong sharing of screen. Share screen. I think I should pick screen one. I think I should pick screen one. Okay, I think this is my screen one. Let me see what you are seeing there. Let it load so that I'll see what you are seeing there. Perfect, perfect. This is how you should see it. Sorry, I was sharing a wrong screen. Can you see something now? Perfect. I believe you can see it now because I can see it from my end now. I'm checking through my phone. All right, so cultivating a positive mindset. I believe that should be what you are seeing right now. Please confirm. I just changed the
Your
slide.
mindset
Cultivating.
determines your. Yes,
Okay,
now
okay.
cultivate a positive mindset.
Correct, correct. You are seeing the right thing now. Sorry, I thought you have been seeing my screen all this while. All right, so now cultivating a positive mindset, and I am sharing with us here 4 essential keys. All right, to achieve full success. Now, if you have been listening to me and you have been following me from all I've been saying, if you didn't get anything, all I'm trying to say is that when our mindset is being set right, everything we are going to be doing in this group or in this particular meeting or training as we call it or skills set is going to now be effective or be resourceful. But if we don't get this thing right from here now, right, everything we're going to be doing is a waste of time and waste of data. Now, I told us something earlier on. I say, what are these keys? Number one, you have to practice gratitude daily. Embrace the habit of expressing gratitude to shift your mindset towards positive and abundance. Positivity and abundance. I already told you that you see, the current state you are now, there are things that you have achieved, there are things that you have done. And if you can be very sincere to yourself, you know that most of the things you have done now, some of your mates have not done that. Now, I want you to remove yourself, like restructure your mindset from a competitive mindset, trying to compete yourself with one of your friends that you people pass out together and is somewhere. You need to start appreciating where you are currently, because there are people who wanted to be where you are that are not currently. There are even some persons that are trying to register for NYSC that doesn't have the opportunity. There are some things that you have gotten to do now. Many of you listening to me is not even to start a new skill that is your problem. It's for you to listen to a good coach that will tell you how to repackage and restructure your current skills so that you can start making good living or income from it. Some of you know many things that you are not making use of it. You need to start appreciating and being gratitude daily for things that you have achieved. All
I'm
those
very
were
sorry.
little wins. Can you hear me? Somebody
Yes, sir.
wanted to say something,
I'm out of charge.
but can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? And you can see the screen, right?
Yes, continue, sir. Continue.
That means you can see the screen. I can continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, let me beat the time. All right, let me beat the time. Time is not on my side. So maybe I will share my slide or share one of my book with you on the smart goals. Now, the next thing I'll talk about is to build resilience through challenges. You need to, what do I mean? You need to develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Resilience is a crucial thing to do. Like it's a crucial word, it's a crucial substance you need to get in order for you to overcome obstacles in life. I know in your place, I know in your lifetime, I know in between the time you have passed out, or for some of you that are already in, if you are already in NYC, you need to listen to every session of this meeting. And some of you that have passed out now, you need to listen also to every, because from the time you've passed out to now, there are many times you have faced challenges. I'm telling you that some of our mates or some of your mates have given up. Are we together? So, but the power of resilience is a positive mindset on. Meaning that for you to come back on your feet again and do not give up. Are, are we here? Going back again and say, no, I won't stop where I am. Because if you don't have the power to what? To consistently move forward, even if your success is from here to here, you can't achieve it. Because people that achieve success, people that become somebody in life, are people that do not give up. They keep on doing again and again. They keep on trying. For some of you that know this guy, my brain is not helping me right now. This guy that made a luminous bulb. The history told us that it was 1,999 trials, if I can get that right. It was the 1,000 trials that made what we can see as success today. But you see, if you don't have a positive mindset at everything you tried, you feel like, oh, this one is not working, I'll go back. If most of the people that are succeeding in that area, in that field, in that niche, went back the same way you are going back, they will not have been where they are today. So that mindset to always tell you that, let me try again, I can win this time, is a positive mindset. And these are the things I want you to start developing. Some of you now have gotten many courses. Some of you have started affiliate marketing, started this, and failed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But the mindset to tell you that, yes, I did not fail because one of the things I would like you to know is that there are people in that particular niche. There are people working in that line. There are people that are doing the same thing that you have failed. Have you ever asked yourself, why did I fail? What made me to fail? When you start asking those questions, they become what? Positive mindset questions. An ability to what? To build resilience through challenges is what we are discussing. Another point is here, setting smart goals. Can you see it on your screen? If you can see it, just tell me. I can see it. Let me know.
I can see it.
Correct. Now, set smart goals. I think this is the book I want to share with you. You need to. Your challenge is not ideas. Many of you are think smart. Many of you are thinking very positively. But you see, if you don't understand goals, not just goals, setting smart goals, whatever you think you are doing, you will still not succeed. Create specific goals, create measurable goals, create achievable goals. Are we together? Relevant and time-bound goals to clarify your path towards success. Now, do I have time to explain this? Now, the smart goals. What I'm trying to say about the smart goals is that your goals supposed to be specific. This is what I want to do. This is the business I want to start. This is this. This is the job I want to do. Be specific. I'll speak to one of our valuable resources. Let's see if we can talk on how to build a very correct CV. Maybe during in this group in one of our meetings. Then after you have gotten your specific goals, okay, this is what I want to do. You now begin to calculate these goals. I need to make it measurable. From this time to this time, this is what I want to do. Not just setting the goals. When you are specific about this is what I want to do, is that goal measurable? If it's not measurable, I can assure you that you will not fulfill that goals. You need to start thinking, okay, is this goals measurable? Can I achieve this? Nobody is killing you if you cannot achieve your goal. Reduce it. Then you start asking yourself, is it relevant? Is it time bound? Now, time bound here, I'm trying to tell you that for every goal you set, give it a time. If you want to do this, okay, tell yourself between now, 1st of this month to 7th of this month, I should be able to do. Once you have set limits like that, you can now begin to work under pressure, or even if you're not under pressure, you can now begin to work smartly to fulfill that goals. Building positive mindset. Another one again is to use positive affirmation. I'm going to be changing my location now to my room because the place I am now is getting noisy. So I'll go back to my room now so that we'll continue. But still stay tuned. I'll be talking as I'm going back to my room. I need to change the location. All right. Are you together? Just stay with me a little bit. Let me open this up. Thank you. Help me open that door, please. Help me open the door, please. The door. All right, thank you. All right, so guys, I think I'm set. I'm set. All right, so can we continue? If you can hear me, just let me know.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. Let me check my. Okay. So I'll be running. Sorry, it looked as if I talked too much, but I just wanted to get the full package of this particular session tonight. So I am left with 7 minutes, so I don't know what to do, but don't worry, we are getting there. So use positive affirmation. And what do I mean by that? You have to regularly repeat positive affirmation to change your thoughts, your pattern, your reinforcing. This is going to reinforce a growth oriented mindset for you, and it's going to support your ambition. I know you have a lot of things to do. There's one thing I practice almost every time of my life, and this is it. Every time you wake up, tell yourself you are a great man, you are a great lady. Tell yourself you are rich, you are not poor. I heard a man that always said, I can never be poor. And I'm telling you, that man is not poor. There is nothing like poverty around his life. Reaffirmation, affirmation, positive affirmation. See, have you ever noticed that sometimes when you wake up, you tell yourself something like, for example, if you constantly start telling yourself that I'm having a headache, before you know, you start feeling the headache. Because the neurons of our brains, the way everything, our system is configured, is to take everything we say, to take signals from even our thoughts, our words, and begin to adjust our system towards it. That is how nature works. So even everything you say, nature hears what you say. So there is power in our words. So when you wake up, if it's a skill you are learning and it looks as if the skill is hard, you need to start telling yourself this skill is a very simple skill. That's how I tell my students. Whenever I'm doing online courses, whenever I'm teaching any skill, I have to tell them first that they should be very positive. That's where positive mindset comes in. And I'll tell them that this skill is one of the simplest skill they will ever learn. what is that thing you are actually passing through? Like, what is that particular thing you are actually going through that you think is hard? Maybe a course, maybe you think it's a job, you are not getting a job. You have to tell yourself, I can have this job, I can do this job, I can be wealthy, I can be rich. Are we getting the point? Positive affirmation. Let me go to the next slide, and if you can see my slide, you can tell me. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 concepts for success. Are we together? I think my slide is live there. So,
Yeah, it's showing the
all right,
something.
thank you. I'll be fast so that we can ask our question. I don't want to pass 10 o'clock, so let's see how it goes. So there are 3 concepts for success, and you see, when I'm talking about this positive mindset, I'm talking about all these things I'm saying. If don't come to this meeting tomorrow by 9 p.m. if you don't have a pen and paper. If you're ready to join with us on this journey of success, of this journey of becoming somebody in life, becoming somebody of influence, becoming somebody of impact after NYC or even during your NYC, then you need to take everything in life serious. Oh God. Tomorrow is going to be fire. Like you don't need to miss tomorrow's meeting. But do you get now? Have you ever seen a great man without a pen? Come to think about it, you see, okay, this is a great man. Maybe somebody you envy so much, you feel like I want to be like this person. You cannot find some of those people in a meeting without a pen. It is for what? It is to take note. And when you take note, you just take note. As you're taking the note, what are you going to do with the note? I know some of you have been attending meetings, conferences, seminars, tech tech hub and the rest. And maybe if you are some of you that even used to write, after writing, what next? The last thing I talked before I came here, we are talking about smart goals. You need to set goals and plan for how you can achieve some of those things. All right, so 3 concepts for success. So I jump into that because I needed you to take note of everything we are saying here. If you don't have a pen right there with you, make sure you are typing on your notes. So there's what we call growth mindset. You have to embrace challenges and learn from failures. I've talked about these things. I've talked about this. Then self-compassion. Let me say this one. Okay, now you have to treat yourself with kindness and understanding during setback. Self-compassion fosters emotional strength and enhance overall well-being. One of my students today met me this evening, and I was telling her she missed like 3 classes or thereabout, and she was feeling somehow. I have to tell her that let her be herself. All right, she should not feel like she have offended me. No, it's about her. Whether she's coming for classes, whether she's coming for coaching or not, I remain the same person I remain, but it's affecting her. But one of the ways that it will help her is not to feel that she has offended me, is for her to feel self-compassion, to be convenient with things that she's doing, that she should not be over. How do I put it so that you understand, so that you don't misquote me? Don't put yourself under pressure. Now, how do I put this in so that now you need to treat yourself with compassion. All right. I think I try to communicate that, but if you don't get that, maybe as time goes on, as we keep on meeting and talking with you and doing some training, you get to understand what I mean by self compassion. But you see, treat yourself well. I remember those times. If I went for my courses, I went for anything, I went for training. If I come back, I allow my brain to rest. I buy very fine drinks, if there's anything like that called fine drinks, and take my drinks and relax. Do you get? So another thing is to visualize techniques. You have to picture your goals and desired outcome clearly. Visualization techniques can signify boost motivation and clarity in achieving your success. Have you heard? How many of you have heard something like, uh, what is it called now? Is it picture board? Vision board? Yeah. How many of you have heard about vision board before? Vision board. All right. Are we together? Okay, let me explain what vision board is. Now, if you have seen some persons, maybe those people you follow, you see some of them actually have something like a whiteboard where they write something, they strategize, they put this, they'll be writing and all of those things. Some is called a vision board. So the reason, even though if you don't have a vision board, have a book where you outline things that you picture your goals, you put it so that you can be able to see it every time. There are some rooms I've entered, like the current room I am right now, or some of my friends' room I've entered. As you are entering their room, they'll write something bold, as if it's their to-do list or a goal for the day. As you turn again, you see another thing, written words on the wall. What is that making? Is giving them a sense of belonging. And until you start motivating yourself and giving yourself clarity like that, you won't achieve the success we're talking about. Now, some of these things I'm saying is like a complete package for having a positive mindset. Now, the next thing I will say now, I think that's the last point I even have right now. So I'll be leaving my point here and I'll be asking you to share the things you have learned tonight. And if there's any question, let me know your thoughts. And from here, we're going to be taking action together and shape a brighter future for ourselves. Tomorrow is going to be a blast because all I did tonight is just to prepare us for the major speaker tomorrow. So after tomorrow, we'll be dividing ourselves into classes on skills we want to learn. Are we together? So any questions and any thoughts on what you have studied tonight, on what you have done tonight? I think I've been able to manage my time. I close exactly 10:01. So let me hear from you. For those of us that are active right now. So any question, any thoughts? Can you still hear
Right,
me?
thank you for. Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
All right, continue, sir.
All right, so thank you very much for tonight's session, sir. It's a very great session. And tonight I was able to learn that the difference between what you intend to do and achieving it is your mindset. And until your mindset is right, you will not achieve that which you've aimed to achieve. So, first, you have to get your mindset to be working properly before you can actually succeed in that thing that you've aimed to achieve. And I think that's the basics or the thing that stood out for me in tonight's session. So once again, thank you very much for tonight's section.
All right, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I think tomorrow I'll be sending out gifts to people that actually stay throughout the training and contribute as well. And maybe I'll be asking you what you know by tomorrow, what you've learned. I think from tomorrow, when we have our best participants, will be sharing our gifts. All right. So, what other person, who else want to share what's learned? Do you have any thoughts, any questions, so that you share with us? Or I should call names. All right. So, I think I'm done with this slide. Okay, Kehinde, are we together? You have been listening. Can you just say one or two things before we go? I think she's not around. Adebowale Oluwashi, can you hear me? Or you are still thinking about how to build a positive mindset? Joseph, how about you?
Thank you so much for your time and for the energy you used in order to enlighten us on how to set goals. As for me, I have learned how to set a specific goals, like a smart goals, goals that can be achieved. I can set a goals now that can be achieved, that the goals that I can meet up on my own time
All right,
and
so
it
thank
can.
you.
So I have learned a lot. Please, thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. I want to stop sharing my screen. Okay, Stop sharing screen. All right, so we spent close to 40 minutes already, so I'll be leaving us to go. I don't know if the screen record I did went well, but I'll check. If it went well, I'll give us a way of assessing it. And tomorrow, please don't miss out tomorrow. Abdul, you are welcome. Sir Joseph, James, Kende, Adebo, Wale, and every one of you that those that could not join because of network, we'll see how to re-strategize tomorrow. And if this doesn't work out well, I think Telegram have served, but if it doesn't work out well, we may go to Zoom and any other ones that may serve us well. All right, so by this time, I'll be telling us good night and prepare for tomorrow. Materials might be sent to us in the group. Let's take it serious. And I see us succeeding. I see us becoming whatever our expectation is. By tomorrow, we meet again by 9 o'clock. You can invite others through the link and see you there. Good night.